All right, so today we're going to dive deep into something
Mhm.
that might seem a little unexpected, and that's digital typesetting.
Okay.
And you might be thinking, wait, isn't that just like making
Yeah.
text look pretty? But trust me,
Yeah.
it's way more fascinating than it sounds, especially when we're talking about the latest update to a system called Typst.
Yeah, it's not just about making things pretty. It's about making them
Right.
readable, accessible,
Yeah.
even beautiful. It's the unsung hero of clear communication.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this tips thing.
Oh, eh?
Our source today is a blog post by someone who's deep in the
Uh,
typesetting world, and they're practically bursting with excitement about this new update.
yeah.
Why all the hype?
Well, this update tackles some long-standing challenges in typesetting,
Okay.
particularly for languages like Chinese, Japanese, and Korean,
Yeah.
what we call CJK languages.
Right.
Imagine trying to read a long document where it's difficult to tell where one paragraph ends
Yeah.
and another begins.
Yeah.
It's like driving on a highway with no lane markings.
Yeah.
Confusing and potentially dangerous.
Oh, I can see how that would be a problem.
Yeah,
So is that what this Typst update fixes?
exactly. One of the key features in Tips.13
Okay.
is something that seems basic,
Yeah.
but has been surprisingly tricky for CJK languages.
Uh-huh.
First paragraph indentation.
Okay.
You see, in English, we use that indent as a visual cue to signal a new paragraph.
Yeah.
But in CJK languages, paragraphs aren't traditionally separated by spaces.
Oh,
So that first line indent becomes crucial for readability,
I see.
especially for longer documents.
So it's not just an aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
It's about reducing cognitive load for the reader,
Right.
making the text flow smoothly.
Precisely. And this is something that even well-established typesetting systems
Yeah.
have struggled with for years.
Right.
But Typst, being relatively new
Yeah.
and built on modern programming principles,
Right.
has managed to crack the code, so to speak.
Yeah. That's impressive. And I understand there's another feature in this update that has our blogger friend doing a virtual high five.
Yeah.
Something about spacing between Latin and CJK text.
Yes. This is another seemingly small detail
Right.
that has a huge impact on the overall look and feel of a document.
Yeah.
Think of it like the visual equivalent of a conductor,
Hmm.
ensuring that all the different sections of an orchestra
Yeah.
are playing together in harmony.
Okay, that's a great analogy. I can see how getting that spacing right
Yeah,
would be crucial for creating a polished, professional look.
exactly. It's like kerning,
Right.
but on a grander scale.
Okay.
Kerning is the subtle adjustment of space between individual letters for visual harmony.
Right.
This Typst update does something similar,
Yeah.
but for entire character sets.
Right.
Getting that spacing right elevates the entire look of the document. It's a detail that even LaTeX,
Right.
a very mature typesetting system,
Yeah.
has grappled with for years.
I'm sensing a theme here. These seemingly small improvements in Typst are actually addressing major pain points in typesetting.
Yeah.
Particularly for CJK languages.
Absolutely. And that speaks to the team's dedication to making typesetting
Yeah.
truly global and inclusive.
Now, you did mention that Typst is built on some pretty advanced programming concepts.
Right.
Our blogger even shared the command they use to update Typst.
Yeah.
Cargo install locked Typst clay. That cargo thing definitely sounds more like spaceship engineering than typesetting.
It does, doesn't it? But that's the beauty of Typst.
Yeah.
It's built on the Rust programming language,
Yeah.
which is known for its speed and reliability.
Yeah.
And using a tool like Cargo suggests that Typst is part of a larger ecosystem of modern programming tools, which means it's likely to be well-maintained
Right.
and continue to evolve.
Well, that's reassuring. But what about us non-programmer types?
Yeah.
Is Typst only for the coding elite?
Not at all.
Okay.
The Typst team is working hard to make it accessible to a wider audience. In fact, our blogger friend mentioned
Yeah.
that they're eagerly awaiting a stable release
Right.
of the Python Typst package.
Right.
This would make it much easier
Right.
for folks who are more comfortable with Python to use Typst.
Right.
So they're trying to bridge the gap between the powerful technology
Yeah.
and user-friendliness.
That makes sense. They want to make sure everyone can benefit from this amazing tool,
Right.
not just the hardcore programmers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They understand that while the underlying technology might be complex,
Right.
the goal is to empower anyone to create beautiful and effective documents,
Yeah.
regardless of their technical background.
I love that. And speaking of empowering people,
Yeah.
there's a little anecdote in the blog post that I wanted to share because I think it reveals something really cool about the Typst community and the passion behind it.
Okay.
So The author is also working on their own Python project called TXT2 Book, which, as you might guess, converts plain text files into ebooks. And they're in the process of migrating this project to use subcommands.
Right.
Now, I won't bore you with the technical details,
Yeah.
but the point is they're choosing to use Typst for this project,
Right.
even though it's still relatively new.
Yeah.
This shows a real commitment to the tool
Yeah.
and a belief in its potential. They're not just using it because it's trendy.
Right.
They're using it because they genuinely believe it's the best tool for the job.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It speaks to the community aspect of Typst.
Yeah.
It's not just a piece of software.
Right.
It's a group of people who are passionate about making typesetting better.
Yeah.
And they're inviting others to join them on that journey. They're
Yeah.
building something special together.
And it's clearly more than just a bunch of code.
Yeah.
There's a real sense of shared purpose and excitement for the future of typesetting.
Right.
So before we move on, I want to connect this back to you, our listener.
Okay.
Why should you care about some software update in the seemingly niche world of digital typesetting?
Yeah.
Well, whether you're a writer, a student, a designer,
Yeah.
or just someone who appreciates a beautifully crafted document,
Uh-huh.
this is a win.
Uh-huh.
Good typesetting makes your work look polished, professional, and easier to digest. It elevates your content
Yeah.
and makes it more enjoyable to read.
Right.
And even if you never use Typst yourself,
Yeah.
this update is a sign that technology is getting better at handling the nuances of different languages,
Yeah.
which is a win for global communication.
Right.
It's a step towards a more inclusive
Yeah.
and accessible world of written communication.
And it raises an important question.
Yeah.
What other innovations could help us
Yeah.
break down communication barriers?
Yeah, that's a deep thought. And that wraps up part 1 of our deep dive into the world of Typst.
Okay.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll explore. Well, I'm not going to spoil the surprise. You'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. Welcome back to our deep dive into Typst.
Sure. I hope you're as excited as I am to continue
Yeah.
this conversation about digital typesetting and its
Yeah.
impact on how we communicate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling much more enlightened
Yeah.
about the importance of good typesetting, even beyond just
Right.
making things look nice on the page.
Yeah.
Like you said in the last part, it can really affect readability and accessibility.
Exactly. You know, it's interesting to think about
Yeah.
how language itself shapes the tools we create
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Right.
We've been talking about how Typst tackles the complexities of CJK languages,
Right.
but those complexities reflect
Yeah.
deeper cultural and linguistic differences that go beyond
Yeah.
just different characters. It's
Yeah.
about different ways of structuring thoughts and expressing meaning.
Right.
So tools like Typst aren't just technical solutions.
Yeah.
They're bridges between different ways of seeing the world.
Wow. That's a profound way to look at it. It's like,
Typst is helping to bridge the gap, not just between different languages, right, but also between different cultures and perspectives.
exactly. And those bridges are becoming more and more important in our increasingly interconnected world.
Right.
Think about it. Every day, we consume content from all over the globe.
Yeah, for sure.
Articles, books, websites, social media.
Yeah.
So much of it involves multiple languages and writing systems.
Right.
It's a global symphony of languages.
Yeah.
And we need the right tools to orchestrate it all harmoniously.
That's a beautiful metaphor. And it makes me wonder if we can make typesetting, which is essentially the visual representation of language, more inclusive and accessible, then maybe we can also make the underlying ideas and concepts more accessible too.
That's a powerful thought.
Yeah.
It's like we're not just formatting text, we're formatting understanding.
Yeah.
And Typst is at the forefront of this movement.
This is all very inspiring, but let's bring it back down to earth a bit.
Okay.
We've talked about the why of Typst, why it matters.
Right.
Now let's talk a bit more about the how. What makes it different from other typesetting systems, like the industry standard, LaTeX? Why would someone choose Typst over a tool that's been around for so long and is widely used?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
You see, LaTeX has been the go-to for decades.
Yeah.
But it was created in a different era.
Okay.
And it shows it could be quite complex and daunting to learn.
Yeah.
Especially for newcomers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Typst, on the other hand, is designed with modern programming principles in mind.
Okay.
It's built on the Rust programming language. Which we talked about earlier.
Right.
And that gives it some distinct advantages.
Yeah.
In terms of speed and efficiency. but it's also designed to be more user-friendly and intuitive.
Right.
They're really trying to lower the barrier to entry for people who want to create beautiful documents.
Well, that's good to hear because I've heard latex can be a bit of a beast to tame.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does Typst make it easier for someone who's not a programmer?
For starters, Typst has a very active and supportive community.
Okay.
There's excellent documentation, tutorials, and forums where you can get help. Plus, Typst's syntax, while different from latex, is designed to be more readable and human-friendly. It's not as cryptic or intimidating. And remember that Python package we mentioned earlier? That's another way. They're making Typst more accessible to people who are already familiar with Python. They're trying to meet people where they are, so to speak.
So it's not like you need a computer science degree just to get started.
No, not at all.
With Typst?
Yeah.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
But you mentioned community.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big deal for Typst?
Community is everything for open source projects like Typst. It's the lifeblood that keeps it thriving because the source code is freely available. Anyone can contribute to its development. Find and fix bugs. Suggest new features. Create their own extensions, like a giant collaborative brain trust. All working together to make Typst the best it can be. And that collaborative spirit is reflected in the design of Typst itself. It's built on a modular architecture. Which means it's easy to extend and customize. Think of it like Lego blocks. You can take existing pieces and combine them in endless ways to create something new and unique. So if you're a developer, you can create your own packages and plugins to add specific functionality that caters to your needs or the needs of your community.
I'm starting to see why our blogger friend is so excited about Typst. It's more than just a tool. It's a platform for innovation in the world of typesetting. It's like a movement, a revolution even.
It is,
But I'm curious, with all this buzz around Typst, are there any downsides?
Well, like with any new and evolving technology, there are bound to be some growing pains. Typst is still relatively young compared to latex, which has had decades to mature and develop a vast ecosystem of packages and resources. So there might be some features that aren't fully fleshed out yet. Or some quirks that need to be ironed out.
So it's not a perfect utopia of typesetting just yet. But I guess that's part of the excitement, right?
Nice,
Being on the ground floor of something that has the potential to change the game.
Exactly. And the best part is the Typst community is incredibly welcoming and supportive. They're eager to help newcomers learn the ropes and get involved. It's not a competitive or elitist environment. Everyone is there to learn, share, and build something great together.
It sounds like they're building something truly special.
They are.
Not just a piece of software, but a community, a movement, a way of thinking about language and communication.
It is.
This has been an eye-opening conversation.
I agree.
And that's what makes this tech dive so fascinating. We're not just exploring a technical tool, we're exploring the future of how we express ourselves and connect with each other through the written word. I'm feeling inspired. What do you say we take a short break? And come back to wrap up this deep dive with a look at what Typst can actually do in practice. I'm ready to see this amazing tool in action.
Sounds like a plan. I'm eager to show you the possibilities.
All right.
See you soon.
All right. So welcome back for the grand finale of our Typst expedition. We've talked about why it matters, how it's different, and now it's time for the main event. What can you actually do with this thing?
This is where the rubber meets the road.
Right?
Typst excels at creating a wide range of documents. From simple reports and presentations to complex academic papers, even entire books. But what truly sets it apart is its flexibility and laser focus on visual clarity.
Our blogger friend, for example, is using it for their TXT2 ebook project, which shows it's not just for super complex documents. It handles conversions well, too.
Exactly. It highlights Typst versatility. It's not limited to one specific type of content or workflow.
One thing that keeps coming up is how well Typst handles CJK languages. Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Can you give us some concrete examples of what makes it so good in that area?
Absolutely. Remember those two features we discussed earlier?
Yeah.
First paragraph indentation and spacing between Latin and CJK text.
Right.
Those are absolute game changers
Yeah.
for creating professional-looking documents in those languages.
Yeah.
But it goes even deeper than that.
Okay.
Typst also has built-in support for a wide range of CJK fonts and handles things like vertical text layout and Ruby annotations.
Okay.
Those small characters often used for pronunciation with ease.
Yeah.
It's like having a built-in expert on CJK typography.
So it's not just a Western-centric tool that's been awkwardly adapted?
No, not at all.
For CJK languages. It was designed with those languages in mind from the start.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference for anyone who works with those languages regularly.
Right.
It shows a level of respect and understanding for those writing systems that's often missing in other tools.
Now, I know you're not a mind reader.
Okay.
But I'm guessing some listeners might be thinking, okay, this Typst thing sounds cool, but is it going to take me a year and a half to learn?
I hear you. And to be honest, Typst does have a learning curve.
Right.
Just like any powerful tool.
Right. Yeah.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
The community is incredibly supportive.
Yeah.
There's excellent documentation.
Right.
Tons of tutorials.
Yeah.
And vibrant forums where you can get help from experienced users.
Right.
Plus Typst syntax.
Okay.
The way you write commands is designed to be more intuitive and readable than some older systems.
Right.
It's not trying to be overly complex or cryptic.
That's a relief. So it's not like trying to decipher ancient hieroglyphics.
Not at all. And once you get over that initial learning hump, you'll find that Typst is incredibly powerful and expressive.
Okay.
You can achieve almost any typographic effect you can imagine.
Wow.
It's like having a professional typesetter at your fingertips.
All right, let's zoom out for a moment and do a quick recap. Typst is this up-and-coming typesetting system that's creating a buzz.
Yeah.
Because it's fast, flexible,
right,
and handles CJK languages beautifully. It's built on modern programming principles.
Right.
Has a passionate and supportive community. And is constantly evolving. It really seems like they're onto something special.
What's particularly exciting is that Typst represents a shift in how we think about typesetting.
Okay.
It's not just about making documents look pretty.
Right.
It's about making them communicate effectively across languages and cultures. It's about empowering people to express themselves with clarity and precision.
That's a powerful way to put it.
Yeah.
So what's the final takeaway for our listeners today? What's that one thought-provoking nugget we want to leave them with?
I think it's this. In a world where information overload is the norm, the ability to communicate clearly and effectively is more valuable than ever. And tools like Typst are helping us do that. Not just by formatting text, but by shaping understanding. They're helping to bridge the gap between different languages, cultures, and ways of thinking.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we'll bring this deep dive to a close. I encourage you, dear listener, to explore Typst further if it's piqued your interest. Or, if nothing else, take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship behind the beautifully formatted documents you encounter every day. It's often an unsung art. But, as we've seen, it can have a profound impact on how we communicate and share knowledge.
It can?
Until next time, happy typesetting.